The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Intro aside, welcome to a series in which I give very not series buffs, the perks in Decaying Winter. Today we're covering the Drifter. Are you ready? Let's go! While we're at it, let's just make it so that every time the Drifter throws a smoke bomb, a shadow forms that can fight alongside the Drifter. Now this shadow can wield anything from twin batons, like quarterstaff, pistols, a sword, a slingshot, or plain old fisticuffs galore. Or heck, even bird-o-rings. I don't see anything wrong with a shadow throwing shadow bird-o-rings. Yep. Nope, there's no physics involved there. Nope. Personally, I think crowd control is very satisfying in games. That's why I like playing with LMGs. I actually don't like to play tanks that much in like MMOs and whatnot. Not MMOs, MOBAs. But for other games, yes, crowd control. So let's give the Drifter that. You can choose to swap out the accurate dread blade, I think that's what it's called, for a buster blade. An oversized sword with one sharp edge and able to cleave through hordes of enemies with ease. Sure, it might slow you down a bit when you pull it out, and it might take you a bit longer to swing than the Dreadblade, but visualize it if you will. It's Scav War night. You're down to 20 HP, your ability is finally ready. You peek out from behind Red Crate. One last swing could be all you need. You see that there's 369 Scavs. Hope seems to be lost, but you dash out and swing with all your might, and BAM! The Scavs fall to the floor, lifeless and cut in halves. Yeah. I don't really care about the balance for this one. It just sounds right for the Drifter to have. I mean, come on, it's the Buster Sword! You can't say no to that. You ever notice how it's kind of hard to see in the smoke, even though you're Drifter? Well, we're not going to tackle that. That was just a misguiding. What we're actually going to talk about is how I feel that the Drifter should have a bonus damage while in the smoke, because that'd be awesome. And I feel like if you train to fight in smoke, you would do better fighting in smoke. Let's say the buff is a 90% increase to melee damage while you're in it, because if you haven't noticed, the Drifter smoke is pretty thick. So if you can hardly see the Scavs, and they can hardly see us, then I'd say that's fair game. Now, since you're obviously one of the Man of Bat's proteges, you gain an extra ability meter which measures how many smoke bombs you have. In other words, you get throwable smoke bombs that can amplify your melee capabilities whenever you want to start a fight. 20% for each smoke bomb, meaning 5 smoke bombs in total. Combo time! Yep, it's that time of day again. The Executioner can give you a pair of goggles to help you see through your smoke, letting you pass judgment with righteous fury. Now you might ask why, and it's because we'll buff the smoke. When the Drifter's in the smoke, you'll become invisible to enemies more than 5 feet or meters from you, and yes, the measurements are different, and no, I won't say which I want to make it, because the one measurement makes it super OP, while one makes it just okay. You can equip Hysteria Gas instead of the regular Smoke Bomb. Fighting in this gas will make you insanely strong, fast, and resistant to all forms of damage. However, the side effects leave you puking for 20 seconds instead of the usual 3 to 5 that enemy punji traps give you. Also, you can throw this gas at enemies to send their minds into a nightmare realm where there's a scarecrow. Their minds will be broken before you even get the chance to kill them. Okay, yeah, maybe that was a bit too dark. Moving on. That's a wrap. Call it. Go. More combos! The Sovereign can bless the Drifter's blade, meaning that whenever the Drifter kills an enemy with the blessed blade, they become a spectral phantom, same as the ones the Sovereign summons when they kill Scavs. Except, these spectral phantoms are bigger, buffer, faster, and wield cloud buster blades, made of spectral phantom material. Yeah, that makes sense. Physics, I got it. I mean, why would they not wield cloud buster blades made of phantom stuff? I mean, because if you got some steak, you might as well flavor it. Ever been scolded? Yeah, me neither. But our Drifter has. After returning home for the holidays, they've been scolded of abandoning the old ways, and must slay any worthy enemy with a reinforced version of the wakizashi. In other words, let's give the Drifter the ability to challenge elite enemies such as the Sledge, or even the Sledge Queen, to 1v1 melee fights where no entity can interrupt. And to make sure this happens, let's say an invisible barrier in the shape of a circle encloses them for a fair fight. To enter the ring, only one can leave. The one who loses can commit seppuku, but they'll already be dead, so skipping on. Now you might ask why you'd ever want to 1v1 a Sledge, or the Sledge Queen herself, because that's typically suicide, but you'd want to do this because succeeding gives your Dreadblade infinite uses and the ability to teleport back when you want to, not when it ends. And yes, I've done the math, I've crunched the numbers, these are all very, very balanced and are very applicable to the game and will not ruin it in any way. I promise, I've done all the math. Because that is what is used in this situation. Anyways, these are just some of my ideas. Hope you guys enjoyed and have a great rest of your day and or night and or morning and or evening. Bye-bye.
Hey,
Subscribe. You don't have to, but you should.
hey.
Yeah.
Ah!